y'all, APT Jamie here, and today we're actually working on 6 months worth of paper clips, altered paper clips. As you know, I'm in a Facebook group, and we alter paper clips throughout the year with a monthly theme, and then we trade the first half, and then later on in the year we'll trade the second half. And this is the first half of hashtag 12 paper clips of 2019, and I'll link below to the Facebook group, etc., etc. And we're going month by month. Now I started off with January, which you saw the ingredients there because it's different for each month, different theme. And here we're going to work on our January. As you can see, I'm mixing different colors of embossing powder, heat embossing powder, because that's what we're going to do for January. The theme was your word of the year. Now also this year we had 2 tracks, the basic track, and then there was another one that was more of a conceptual, that's not the right word. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Anyway, I chose the easier track because I'm easy that way sometimes. So we're just going to use our Tim Holtz platform to apply some embossing ink, and I probably did it a couple times to make sure I was inked up really well. And we're just sprinkling on the various colors. I know that may not look like much, but it turns out so pretty. And that is a heavy piece of black cardstock, it looks like. Some of these throughout the first 6 months have been done on scraps, and some were not. So the theme for January, like I said, was word, and my word of the year, gosh, it just fell out of my brain. Where is it? Grace, of course, it's grace. Look how pretty that is. Just saying. I'm just showing again, these are the colors I mixed up. I think they're Recollections colors. They came as a set, and I got them, 100 years ago. So I'm going to use this die to cut it out, and I don't know why I'm showing you how to cut it out. You all know how to cut out circles. And I have a 2.5-inch punch, but it does not like punching anything heavier than cardstock, and this is a heavy cardstock. Let me see if I can measure this so we can get a guesstimation of about how big this circle is. Well, it's just a 2-inch circle, so it's not even 2.5. And it's just a white feather, and I'm trimming it down, and we'll get to a paper clip in a minute. And feel free to speed up the video if you show desire. Warning, it will make me sound really funny. And this is a longer video than normal for me, okay? Just saying. So we got our Aileen's Original Tacky Glue. I do believe that's what all my altered paper clips, except maybe 1 month, have in common. So here's our paper clip, and it's going to be a semi-hidden one, so we're just going to try to get it on there. And I like to put the small side on the inside because that gives you more grabbing on the outside when you're clipping it to a journal page or whatever you're going to clip it to. That is a piece of sticky back fun foam I'm going to put in between there to help ease that paper clip into there. Okay, I'm having to slide that feather around a little bit. You may have to fiddle around with your stuff if you're going to make one. Now, last year in 2018, I chose to do 2 months in one video. And this year I thought, well, you know what? I didn't get a whole lot of views. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying because I didn't. And it's okay. Okay? Nobody said I had to film anything anyway. I chose to. So I've combined them all into one LAV, okay, long video. Just saying. We're clipping it up, and these clips are from Harbor Freight. I don't know that they have a particular name. They're just little plastic clips, and I like them a lot. That makes me happy. So we're just going to set that aside to dry. And I had printed out my word, and we're going to use some of that heavy cardstock to back it on, because I probably just printed it on regular paper, y'all. Just regular copy paper, y'all. Now we're just cutting out our word. I don't know what the font is. I suppose I could look it up if someone really insisted on it, but I don't know. It's pretty though. I think it's all graceful. Get it? Graceful? Look at that. Just trimming it out. I guess I could have sped up a little bit more, but that's okay. It's less than 45 minutes, y'all. So this video is actually under 50 minutes. There are very short photo montages at the end of each month cycle. If I remember, I will try to make note of the time signatures for each month and post it in the description box. No promises, because, you know, I have things to do. My next video is waiting right there behind, yeah. It's just waiting for me. So we're going to put this on, and I tend to make 4 paper clips at a time, just because it seems to be easier than a number I tend to like to make, I guess. And they all don't necessarily end up exactly the same. They're the same, but you know, in this case the words are going in different places. And then I'm going to add a gem in just a few minutes. Flat back diamond, y'all. It's a diamond. And they don't necessarily go in the same place. I don't know why, just because. And that embossing really came out really cool. It's funny how the individual colors can still somewhat be seen. The purple's a little hard to see because it is on black. So, you know, that's how that goes. Just saying, that's how that goes. Look at that. Pretty, 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 pretty. It's a gold paper clip, y'all. It's jumbo. Photo montage for January 2019. Oh, make me happy. I like it when the stuff I do makes me happy. Now we're moving into February of 2019, and the theme was a color, in this case pink. Okay, and I thought, well, I want to be silly, and I had recently bought that there ribbon on clearance. No, from the Dollar Tree, y'all. That came from the Dollar Tree. It was $1 from the Dollar Tree. And I like the lips, so I'm going to cut the lips out. Now this is on sort of a grosgrain. I guess that's the kind of ribbon it is, a grosgrain type ribbon, so that it will kind of fuzz out, you know, fray. So I have the fray check. I've had that fray check for probably 30 years, y'all. And look, it's still good. Well, got to pull off that sleeve thing that glued on there. So we're going to juice up our lips so they don't get all frayed out. Okay. See? And we're just going to set it aside, let it dry. Here they are, dry. Dry lips, y'all. Kissable. And again, we're going to use a feather. I like feathers. Don't use them real often, but I like feathers. And I wanted to make it that kind of shape because we're kind of making a little monsters. Little monsters. They're sweet monsters, though. Just saying, they're sweet monsters. And I'm inking up the little end of the feather because, you know, these feathers are dyed. They're originally white feathers, and they've been dyed this pink color, so I just tried to tip the end just to colorize it just ever so slightly. How we doing on time? We're doing okay. And there with the fingernails, I was splitting apart the individual feather chunk things just to make it look a little hairier. And we die cut or punched out, I can't remember which, I wasn't looking, y'all, some hearts out of designer cardstock, and these are pom-poms that I'm trimming off one side to make it somewhat flat because we're going to glue that on. That's the nose, y'all. That's our monster nose. See? Okay. So there we go. And pink fun foam we're going to put on the inside, and we're going to trim around for a paper clip. It just helps to ease that in, usually, not necessarily always. And as y'all know, I do like the hidden paper clip. I don't necessarily care for my paper clips to stick out above the paper line of a journal, but you know, different strokes, different folks. There's nothing wrong with making them that way, because I have made them that way, just not real often. Okay. These can go on journaling cards inside journals or books, or used for bookmarks, or just really anything, because we like making them. Oops, that went upside down, didn't it? Gotta get our A-lines on there. Here comes our feather. It's a heart-shaped faced monster. You'll see. Oh, sometimes I get the fiddly hands, y'all. Fiddly hands. So we're putting our fun foam on there. Our paper clip should fit relatively in there. Relatively. It's all relative. Put a little weight on it, let it dry for a minute. Now we're going to move to the front part, which I've already inked around the hearts, I do believe. Maybe. Could have happened. Looks like it happened. And we're putting a smaller heart inside the heart. These might have been a die. I don't remember. It's in list of ingredients in the description box below. Click on the word more to see more. And there's our A-lanes, and there's going to be for our nose, because we've got Google eyes, y'all. Googly eyes. See, there's our lips. So cute. These are so cute, y'all. Putting on the Google eyes. I don't like the eyes without pupils in them. They're just a wee bit creepy for me. So, yeah, this is the front. Remember, our feathers over there drying underneath the weight right now with our fun foam. Is it dry? It's probably dry enough. Put our paper clip on. Put the small side on the inside. Remember, I like it that way. Scooch over there. Get up in there. And we're going to put the lining piece back in there to fill in the little hollow right there. Trim it just a little bit. That's a trick I learned from Lollipalooza, who is the host of the Facebook group. So now we're going to glue the front onto the back, because the front is dry enough and the back is dry enough. And I'm smooshing that around, smooshing that glue around. I know, we're making 6 different paper clips. Now that is a piece of glittered netting, again from the Dollar Tree. They got such neato stuff down there at the Dollar Tree. I'm just saying, I hope y'all got a Dollar Tree or a pound shop or some such or another. Now we're just going to clip it on, because where the feather and the paper clip and all that is kind of gappy. So we're just going to clip it on so that we can smoosh it all together, so it all gets married. And here it is dry. We're just going to trim up our little glittered ribbon. I apologize now to my swap partner, whoever you may be, that some of that glitter may be a little dropping. Let's put some pupils on these eyes, okay, y'all? I was just disturbed that they didn't have pupils in them, so I'm putting my own. If you don't like the pupils, you can probably take a little bit of hand sanitizer or alcohol, some such thing, and get rid of them. Or don't add them at all. That's the back. There they go. Photo montage. February. I know. 6 promo shots. This one's for March. Games was the theme. I was going to use the modeling clay, but it didn't work out, so I didn't even show y'all that part, because it just didn't work out. So why waste time? We've already got, darn near 50 minute video. Now I had the game and I copied this stuff or scanned and otherwise got my copies here printed out onto cardstock. Bubbles, I needed a drink, y'all. So we're trimming everything out. And this is going to be a true hidden paper clip. Okay. Now the monies I just used as backs for my little tiny cards, for my little property cards, and yeah, I scanned those and miniaturized them and junk. This is actually a dual paperclip, sorta. And there's our little, like I said, I tend to make 4. So the different Monopoly board has different properties attached to it, and everybody gets a chance card and everybody gets a opportunity card. You know what that other one is? Chance and opportunity, I think. Community chest, excuse me. Chance and community chest. I was close when I said opportunity. So we're threading them up, excuse me, on gold thread. Using our little A-lines. I tied a knot in the end so it would stay without being too readily to slip out, because thread can sometimes slip out. And this is gold thread, y'all. It's gold, real gold thread. We're smishing them together, trimming off that little bits of white. I don't think I inked around the edges because they're so tiny, and it wouldn't take much ink to cover stuff up. So that the property cards have been backed with the money copies, and we just punched a hole, and it's just a little tiny hole because we have a little tiny thread. And now I just fiddle around with trying to tie these all together. I don't know what I'm doing. What's new, right? I just know I want to do something, and I try to figure out how I'm going to do it, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. It looks like I have glue fuzzies on there. Here's our Monopoly board that we're just going to fold over. That's why I only cut, one way and one the other way. So we're inking around that, because sometimes I ink, sometimes I don't. We're going to actually make a hidden one. And I can't remember who I first saw do the hidden paper clips. Oh, look, I'm inking around that one. Maybe I did ink around them. Who knew? Anyway, I can't remember now that I'm doing this voiceover, but I'm pretty sure I have it in the description box below. Now this is the inside of our paper clip, and I'm rounding the edges to help keep them from catching on the rounding the corners, because I'm trying to keep it from catching onto the edge of whatever kind of paper you slide this on. Now I'm putting glue on the one side, and this part can be a little messy, y'all, just saying. Smooshing it out because I want it all glued up really well. Okay, broke the rest in the palm of my hand because why not? And we're putting the paper clip straight on that, right on the fold. Okay, right on that fold, y'all, and I'm trying to smoosh the paper around and say, oh, it's just messy. I could have put the paper clip on first and then put the glue on, but some people are just special like me. Here comes our fun foam to fill in the little middle part. And what are we going to do now? We're going to add a little glue on the inside. Just a little. Oh, because we're adding that little sideways paper clip, y'all, because that's got the dangles on it. So we're adding that little sideways paper clip. Now we're going to, fumbly hands, put just a little bit of glues in there. And that's the sticky side of the fun foam there. And we're going to put that down. Okay, I have it just a hair smaller than the outside. Okay, yes, it fits because you got to allow just a little bit for the top part of the paper clip. See that up there? Got to add just a little bit. Now we're going to put a little center in there. Pretty much like that. And we're going to put some glues all over this side. Now you want to make sure you don't get the glue between that fold underneath there. Okay? You got to be careful. Got to be careful. And when you're drying these, I suggest sliding it onto like a piece of parchment paper, you know, something it won't glue to, because you need to smash it down pretty good. Now remember, I have two paper clips in there. I have the main paper clip body, and then I have that one sticking out because that's where our danglies are going to go on. And see, I just got a piece of acetate packaging from somewhere, and I'm just going to slide it on there. That's how it slides on. Just slides on. Bam, like magic, y'all. I'm trying to smoosh it down, make sure it's all nice and sticked down. All nice and sticked down, y'all. And this one is dry, so we're going to add our little danglies, charms. I guess they could be charms. They're paper charms, but they're charms nonetheless, I reckon. So, and some of them may have gotten more properties than others, because you know there's not an even number of properties. Ooh, that's a nice set right there, just saying. And here comes a chance and a community chest, because they're glued back to back. And then here comes the next one. Because you need 3 danglies, y'all. There we go. Cute. Okay, here you are. That's cute. Anyway, I was going to use the clay and try to make little houses and hotels, but that did not work out. And then I remembered I was trying to make all flat-ish type altered paper clips this year. Photo montage for March games. Oh, here we go. April. An animal you don't own. Okay? I don't own a llama. So we're going to stamp this out. Now this is kind of a layered stamping, y'all. And it can be a little hit and miss. And as you saw, that stamp set came with a die. And these are little tiny fiddly things, in case you couldn't tell. And I had no real plan on this one. Sorta. Not really. Yeah, not really. So I'm just playing around, stamping them, layering them up. I like that Tim Holtz platform, y'all. Now we got to get the feet, because the feet's a separate stamp. Well, one of them has all of it in one, and then one of them has, I don't know, it's just weird. Those is tiny, tiny. You gotta, it's like, which one goes on which legs? I don't know. Did it go on there? Yeah, it's going on there. And the ink colors will be in the description box, because that's probably Garden Patina, because it's one of my favorites, y'all. Now the other one I'm going to guess is probably Forget Me Not, because I like that color too. Archivals, just saying. Oh, come on. May not look like much on the screen, and sorry about the autofocus. I do tend to forget to turn that off sometimes, on occasions, y'all. My apologies. Oh, apologies. Now this is the outline. And I think we're going to do that in the darker color. And then I come back later and use black, because I'm like, yeah, that's just not going to do it for me. So here's the black. There we go. Now you can see his little face. Surely it's a head in blue. And now this is a blanket that goes on it. On the llama. And here's another little blankie that you can put one or both or either. I went with both. Now we're going to go die cut them out. Okay. We have a die for the llama, not the blankets. So there's our llama all cut it out. And I die cut some pink foam for the back side. And these are our little blankets. I'm going to just, you know, ink around them just teeny tiny bits. Be careful now. Be careful. I know. 3 months, and we're already at right at 25 minutes, y'all. We're doing a total of 6 months, and I'm inking around that just to dull down that white, because you know it's just hard to die cut perfectly with them teeny tiny dies. But if you have, see, I die cut the pink fun foam and then a plain white for the back, you're not necessarily going to really be able to see that. Okay, well, it's not really for the back. You'll see. Now, because I only have one-sided stamps, they're not reversed, I was able to get just the face stamped on that part. Just keep watching. We're going to glue on the pink stuff. Oh, we're going to glue on the whole llama, y'all. Llama. Reinforce them so he's double cardstock. Now we're going to trim off that part of the fun foam, and we're going to glue just that part onto the back. I know you're like, what is going on here? Girl, did you lose your mind or what? So this is just a piece of scrap cardstock, designer card, paper, something. And we're going to put that trim back during Hobby Lobby's clearance. It's got a little, it looks, we're so llama-y, y'all. Just so llama-y. And then that is a wash, no, that's more trim down there at the bottom. And then I'm going to put a piece of washi tape up higher. I probably don't even need to talk during any of these, do I? That's a little epoxy sticker. They're almost gone, y'all. They're almost gone. Here comes the blankets. Because you gotta let some of this stuff dry now before you can proceed on. The heat gun's not actually really good for everything. Okay, now we saw the front and the back. Now here comes this part. Now we're going to put on this washi tape. Now I put this washi, it's got sticker on there, and I think I used glue too somewhere, because you know I get off screen sometimes. Yeah, here comes our glue. Aileen's Original Tacky Glue, my favorite. I am not associated, not sponsored by anybody. So what I use is because I like to use it and what I like. And what maybe was on clearance. I've never found Aileen's on clearance though. So now we've got our little sentiment that came with the llama stamp and die set, and we're just stamping each side. It says, "You're a llama fun." Where's that paper clip, y'all? Did I put it on there already and didn't notice? I might have, could have. Who knows? Oh, is this the one where you can pull the paper clip out if you want to make it, yeah. If you want to make it load on the other side of the paper, because it's a sideways loading one. You can remove the paper clip and put it on either side. And the little llama's head can appear on top of the page. That's why I stamped it on the back. So you got a pink llama on the back and a blue llama on the front. Llama, llama, bing bong. Here we go, gluing our llama on, and now you'll see why that pink fun foam is just cut to that little spot, just like that. And get ready for our April photo montage any minute now, any day. What am I doing now? Cleaning up, shuffling stuff, who knows? Ta-da! Photo montage for April. Y'all. I do enjoy making these little paper clips. They can be quick or they can be long. Once you decide what you're going to do and figure out how you're going to do it. That's the hardest part, y'all. So for May, the theme was to use a paper clip in your paper clip design. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And we're going simple, y'all. We are going simple on this one. Because when I learned it last year to curl up those little ends on the paper clip, I thought, oh, I like that. I'm going to do that again. So that's what we're doing. We're going to curl up the ends of the paper clips. Just like that. Makes it harder to get things on and get things off. Just saying. Just saying. Because we're going to make paper clip charms out of paper clips, y'all. That's what we're doing. We're going to charm up the paper clip with paper clips. And that is a gold weird size paper clip I got from the Tuesday morning. And if I, I'm pretty sure I put the maker of it. It's a 2-inch long paper clip, and it's approximately 3/4 of an inch wide. And now I've got some little jump rings, and you twist to open a jump ring. Oh, in this case, I'm just going to slide it on there. And that's an interesting paper clip too. Yeah, the name of it's in the description box, but I might have a box. I might have the box right here. Where is that one? I'm actually out in the studio today, voicing over. Hubby's in the house. Here we go. They're mapped paper clips. They're a little different. They're very interesting looking. And then recently I had found the metallic aluminized looking paper clips that come in colors. It doesn't look necessarily pink there, but they're pink. So we've got a big gold one, pink regular size office ones, and then we've got silver map ones. And here's our jump ring. Remember, you twist to open them, because we're going to hook the pink and the silver one together with a jump ring, and then a jump ring will hook that to the big paper clip. So there we go. 2 more months to go, y'all. No, 1, because that's May. That leaves June. Y'all, we're getting there. Hang with me. I appreciate your time. I really do. It's really special. Be sure to leave kind comments. Tell me what you thought. I like altering paper clips. Now, if I'd have waited to curl those loops on that big one, I could have just slid all these on, but so it goes. So twist it back closed. Sometimes you got to wiggle them just a little bit, but not too much, because, jump rings will break. And now we have a dangle on the short end and one on the long end. So when you slide it on your paper, you have a dangle on one side and a dangle on the other side. I could have got more fancier and hung other things on the little loops, but I didn't. This one was simple. Okay? Look, slide it on. Finagle it just a little bit. Okay, so see, look how cute. Dangle one side, dangle on the other. I like them, y'all. Get ready for that photo montage for May photo montage. How cute. I like them, make me happy. June, we're in the 6th month and the last paper clip. This one's complicated. That's a big old die, but I just wanted the one girl, so I used heavy black cardstock and die cut just the one girl. Now I have a front and a back. We're going to trim all that mess off so that she's just got her hand sticking out there, y'all. Okay, I'll refer you back to the die because they're holding balloons. Okay. Oh, the theme for June is ribbon. See, now she's got this, like she's got a fist, right? Right? To me, it looked like she had a fist. Okay, y'all. And we're going to use the jumbo clips, and I'm essentially only showing you 3 because I'd made one and my silhouette was a different color, and I decided I didn't like it being that color, so I went to the natural silhouette color of black. Okay, I'm an artist. I can change my mind if I want to. So again, we're going with a somewhat of a hidden paper clip. I guess if I put a little black Sharpie marker on there, it'd be totally hidden, but it's not, so there we go. And she's got like a little bump in her head as if she's got a ribbon up there or something, and that's okay, because that paper clip just slips right in there like butter, just like it's supposed to be, just like that. So now we're going to put centers in these paper clips. I couldn't put any on the outside because then it would have stuck out past her neck and that would have looked weird. Okay, so I'm not doing it. And I'm putting 2 layers because I thought I needed 2 layers. I ended up pulling off the one because I really didn't need 2. It all depends, y'all. Again, this is a jumbo size paper clip. And just trimming that out. I think I go faster, maybe not. Maybe not. We only got about 13 minutes left of this video. I so appreciate you guys hanging in with me. I really do. Put some glue in there to hold our fun foam. This is not sticky back fun foam, and this is the thin fun foam from the Dollar Tree. Just saying. Now we've got some floral wire. I have no idea where that came from. It's really thin, very bendable, and we're going to make a frame of sorts because each girl's going to be holding 3 balloons, and it needs to support the balloons because these are free standing balloons more or less. So I'm just kind of guesstimating my length there. It's kind of hit and miss, y'all, and I'm twisting that around, and I'm going to come up, make another little loop, twist it around. It was too long, so we had to undo it. And this is a frame to hold our balloons so the girl can hold them in her hand. You'll see, unless you already noticed on the promo or the thumbnail. So cute. They are so cute. I'm really happy with them. And here goes our 3rd one. This is almost real time. I think I have it sped up to like 1.5. It's like half time faster. So not a whole lot because the video was getting really long, y'all. See? I'll show you more better in a minute. I'll go to see 3 balloons. And we're just going to wrap that around there, which I did or didn't have to do. I just chose to. And I want to make it all flat, so I smoosh it around. And these do end up being so that they can be shaped just a little bit. I wouldn't bend them around too much because it is thin wire, and as you know, when wire gets bent too much, it will break. Just saying. So smooshing around. I think I'm going to come back and trim that one off just a little bit. Now comes time for the ribbon. This stuff gets fiddly, y'all. You know, that last month, that might have been a simple one, but this one, I went fiddly. Total fiddly. Okay? 3 different colors of ribbons. I have used scrap papers, painty papers for the balloons, and I die cut them, and they have a separate 2 separate dies. One is a bigger balloon and one 2 bigger balloons, and then one is a set of 3 smaller balloons, and that's the one I opted for. See, there we go. There's our little frame to put our little balloons on. And I squished my glue over there, and I'm going to stick it some on there, wipe off the excess, and I'm going to put the ribbon on and start twisting it around so that it lays flat against the wire as best as I could. Are these perfect? Oh no, they's not perfect. Do I like them? Oh yes, I like them very much. Are they unique? Probably, maybe. Could happen if they're unique. So I'm putting that on there, just some glue at the top just to get it, and say I decided, yeah, that's too long. And it's okay, just trim it off. I'm going to put some glue down there because it needs to hold that end of the ribbon anyway. And again, I got my some of my favorite clips out, and I'm going to get it wrapped around there, and I want to try to angle it so that it comes down and not necessarily out and away from the wire. And yeah, so we're working on the middle one, and I'm just grabbing whatever color, and I'll coordinate the color of the balloon to go with the wire, sort of, a little bit. I need to be careful of that big wad of glue over there. I don't want to get my ribbon ends in it, but you know, I think I did pretty good. Just to get that ribbon started and stuck up there, get our clip on. Just like that. Oh, I'm happy with these. They were fiddly. I'm not gonna tell no story about that, y'all. And I only needed to use one ribbon, but you know, I like 3. Y'all know I'm a 3 kind of girl. So now we had to do that one, and we're gonna try to just keep fiddling around. Oh, one keeps unrolling, and I think I got them rolled in opposite directions, and I don't know. It didn't matter. Only it just got real fiddly there. So I want them to look sort of nice. Sort of nice, y'all. Oh, glue on there. Put the clamp back on. Okay. Rub off the little excess glues off my thumb and forefingers. Last ribbon coming up. We've got a pale pink, which is, I mean, it is really pale pink. A sherbet-y orange kind of color, and then that other color I'm going to say is a pastel-y type teal. It's not a green and it's not a blue, so it must be a teal, unless you want to call it blue-green. So we've got that on there. Well, this particular one, because the ribbons get wrapped on differently on all of them. Just saying. So so now we've got that down there, and we're going to set those aside to set and dry for a little while. But let's move on, because I've already, through the magic of TV, I've got one ready for the next portion. Okay. So here are my little balloons already have cut out. I have a front and a back, and you'll notice there is like a little highlight line in there that got cut out. That's just a die thing. My main goal is to make sure I have all those highlight cut things on the same side, whichever side. Yeah, if one's on the left, they all have to be on the left, because that's like highlight side, y'all. Just saying. See, there's a set of balloons. Nice little die set. Tuesday morning. Nice. It's got three kids, 2 girls and a boy, it looks like. Or it could be a girl in pants, you know. I wear pants all the time, y'all. So we put glue on the one balloon, put it on the back, and put glue on the top balloon and put it on the front. And I'm matching up my little highlight cut spot there. And we're going to clamp that on, because remember, this is being clamped onto a wire, so it's not a flat, and it's got the ribbon in there, because we're sandwiching the ribbon in there. And here we go again with the next balloon. It's the same thing. I think this one is sped up to 2 times. It may just be 1.75 times faster than real time, because you know. Well, less than 5 minutes, y'all. 5.5 minutes left for this video. And I still more appreciate you spending your valuable time with me. I hope you've enjoyed these altered paper clips. I've enjoyed making them. Oh, there we go. Just got to let that dry for a while, y'all. And I think these balloons, you know, they're painty papers, but I think they were done on watercolor paper, so they are heavier paper. Just saying. That's true. And I inked around the balloons, the individual balloons, with a somewhat matchy color of Marvy pen. I think I might have showed that. I may not have talked about it, because I don't have marker pens, but I do have those. They're embossing pens. So I'm cleaning off that clamp. It had excess glue on it. Smooshing that on there. Okay, now those are set aside to dry, and we're back to our girl with the fist, because she got to have a fist to hold them balloons. We're just going to use some Aleene's glue over there. Putting it all on there. Been having beautiful weather today. It could happen. Not real often, but it could happen. Getting her all good and juiced up. Oh, she stuck to my finger. Put some glue on it. Okay. Put some glue on her arm and her hand because those two are going to have the balloons between them. But first, I learned that I want to match her all up and leave her hand free before I stick the balloon in there. Because remember, now we're thicker because we've got wire with 3 ribbons wrapped around it. And there's our paper clip up at the top. Smooshing it all together. Here comes the balloons. We've got glue on both sides, and we're going to put it about right there. Just about right there. And we're going to clamp her hand. We clamp on one side of the wire and then sort of on the other side of the wire. Yeah, it's a little bubbly, but that's okay. That's just how it goes. Put a little bit of glue on the top of her head because I'm going to reinforce that balloon setting, so it's like it's just blowing kind of across the top of her head. Y'all know how balloons blow in the end. Now this one's all mostly dry. It's not totally dry, y'all, because, we're talking about me here. It's mostly dry. It's dry enough. A little glue out there. I'm going to scratch off my fingernail because it happens. We're going to trim our ribbons. I don't want them longer than her legs, but, and just putting different angles on them. How cute! But wait, there's more. We gotta make these shiny. These is balloons. And they gotta be shiny, so we're gonna use some glossy accents. I put it on this looks like I'm going with the back side, and then I put it on the front side once the backs are dry. And I don't show you all that part because seriously, did you really need to see all that part? It's the same thing. You will get a photo montage momentarily because there's only 2 minutes left of the video. Oh, as fiddly as they were, fun. I don't know. It's just silly fun, and I like it. Look, glossy, shiny. Get ready, y'all. Let me clear my throat. Just wiping away a little bit of excess glossy accents there with my pokey tool. Oh, I'm going to show you another one. Woo woo! I know I've said it like probably every month, 6 times. I appreciate your valuable time, your kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions. Hey, if you've not subscribed, why don't you take a moment to do so? I don't just do altered paper clips. I do greeting cards and postcards and artist trading cards and artist trading coins, and sometimes I do real fine art, and sometimes I just do, I don't know, all kinds of stuff, and journal, and I have live videos on third Thursdays of the month, and yeah, I just do all kinds of stuff because I like all kinds of stuff, y'all. Played with clay. All manner of stuff, y'all. Well, maybe not everything because, I have fiddly hands, so I'm a little limited there. Photo montage number 6 for June. Yeah, I get those little white specks of glue off because, sometimes it happens when you're in a hurry. Front and back. Cute, I tell you. Make me so stinking happy. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.